Pat Cleveland's memoir, Walking with the Muses, is for anyone who loves fashion, who loves art. I love this book just because if I feel like it was an embodiment of Black female joy. She says it in her opening prologue, the last sentence. A life that's been filled with despair and triumph, sickness and health, heartbreak and joy, lust and true love, and loads of fun. And that's what I got while reading this book was just like she embodied like what does it mean to just enjoy life, like whatever it comes at you, however you want to take it, just enjoy whatever it gives you. She really embodied Black joy, in my opinion. And these are some photos she has throughout the book. Like that's her up top in the bikini, and then her with Da Vinci, and then that's her with Josephine Baker. I like that each chapter is a short story in and of itself. So I've read this throughout a few weeks, and I just kept putting it back down and picking it back up, and I didn't feel like I missed anything or had to reread because each chapter is literally just a single story about something that happened in her life. And I like that each chapter had a photo too. So it's just really fun to see the different photos of famous people with her. Like she has one with Muhammad Ali, Andy Warhol. So you can just see like she's lived a varied life. So the excerpt I'm going to read from is when she just gets signs to Wilhelmina Modeling Agency. She was with Ford and she just felt like she wasn't getting represented there, so she switches over, and they think that she should change her name. So she was going by Patricia Cleveland, and then here she says, "Pat, I'm Pat. I'm Pat Cleveland. I felt invincible. I left Wilhelmina's office and went to the French Institute on East 60th Street and signed up for French lessons. I need to know another language if I ended up in Europe. Then I dropped by the drugstore to pick up my new pack of birth control pills. I had a date that night with Matthew, who had just returned from California. The game was on, and with my new name, my new agency, and my sexual freedom, I felt poised to win." I just feel like that quote summarizes pretty much the book. Like it was fun to read because she had so much fun. And it was also really fun and endearing to read a Black woman just enjoy life in its fullest, through its ups and downs, just have a joy and zest for life in its entirety. What I enjoyed most also about reading this was her conversations around what does it mean to be in friendship or community with other creatives. I think we always talk about these icons of people who create these wonderful or groundbreaking things, but they don't talk about the person and what does it mean to be in community with them. And that was really interesting to read. Like, what does it mean to be a friend to Andy Warhol? What does it mean to be a friend to Antonio Lopez? And that was like really also interesting to get an insight on. We have these people on these pedestals as these otherworldly beings, but they're also just humans as well. And I think Pat Cleveland just highlight that as she embodied Black joy.